We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
On the ready?
Do this,
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Lance going to put it up right away. He finds his man, complete. It's McLeod. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The Bucs are 2-4 here in the first half of the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his man, complete. That's McLeod. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake, trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains, or on target, ahead of schedule. They really with that run.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Burrow from his own end zone. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Play action now. Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. You know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Past the 20.
53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. 2 on the play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
It is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
We're scoreless after 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Joe Burrow,
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
and the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lance. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On second down, here's Burrow.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And he'll fall incomplete.
So far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And just shutting him off there.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to...
There he goes, right side.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 85 yards.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, this is a 14 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here we go.
The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
From midfield, here's Lance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's McLeod. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
156 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action, now it's Lance.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And a short gain here as he gets it up, only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, trying to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In motion comes the tight end left. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's Evers. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. McLeod. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here we go. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. Play action. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Play action. It's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Start here at the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll take this one up over the drive to the 21-yard line. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but he did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll check this down, complete to Dillon. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On second down, here's Lance.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. The toss here completed to Pittman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Running right, here's Dillon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Not much on that one, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This is Dillon on the counter.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLeod. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now Dillon on the inside give. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3. It brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Burrow.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Isaiah Pacheco.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And Lance now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Darren Stingley picks it.
They find some open field here.
Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
What is this?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe it.
Touchdown, Falcons! Isaiah Pacheco, 45 yards. And the Falcons are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They gotta go, gotta go.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game,
Here we go.
the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance. That pass complete to Moore.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Lance now on first down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
To throw, it's Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here we go, here we go.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Here we go, here we go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, we're all eyes